You know, I really considered just not making a video this week. I mean, after all, I'm late to the subject. Every other Minecraft YouTuber's already made like 10,000 videos about the new Creaking Mob or Creaking or whatever it's called. I'm sure by the end of the week we'll be getting YouTube videos like, I survived 100 days in the Pale Garden Civilization, 2 hours long, full movie, and all that slop. So what could I possibly add to the conversation? Well, I could always do what I always do, and that is pointlessly complain like an old man with dementia. Believe it or not, but I actually do like the new Creaking Mob. Gerg being positive about something? That's right, I've taken my normal pills. I'm only slightly less unhinged than I usually am. Because that is to say, it's not all positive and sunshine and rainbows. There's actually a lot I don't like about the Creaking, but let me get into it. What we have here is the new Creaking Mob. He's about 3 blocks tall, so he's a basketball player. And the first thing I really like about it is the visual design is top notch. I love this scoliosis little guy. But seriously, I love that his feet are rooted into the ground. And the point is obviously that he's supposed to camouflage in with the new tree. Look, his body is almost indetectable, so it pains me, why did they give him these 3 giant eyes? Dude, you're not camouflaged, I can see you, you have an Eye of Ender embedded into your skull 3 times. One change I would love for them to do is simply, if you're not looking at him, he has the eyes, but as soon as you look at him, the eyes were to go away, go invisible, so he actually camouflages into the forest. Simple suggestion. But while we're talking about visual design, let's talk about the new biome, because oh boy, let's go there. Locate biome, Pale Garden. I'm so excited to talk about this one. Here we are in the Pale Garden, and what you'll notice immediately is the trees are a clear reskin of Dark Oak. Now, I don't know if this is temporary, maybe it is, maybe they just haven't finalized a design yet. But what is immediately apparent is that this biome is simply goddamn ugly. Outside of the new Pale biome and being in it, consider this for a second. Let's say look at this cool mountain range. I want to build a base on this hill right here. But now unfortunately, I have this cancer upon the hill forever there, and I can't do anything about it. It's so visually ugly, and it ruins all the terrain around. This is a lovely area, legitimately, but it is ruined visually like this. And even if you were to go here and chop down all these disgusting grey trees and replace all the grass with moss so it looks marginally better, one thing you can't fix is that the sky changes. You see that? It's very grey. As soon as I go out, it goes back to blue. Now, when you're in the forest, this looks fantastic. It works. The visuals are great. But as soon as you're not in the forest and you're looking at it from above, this looks like a Biome of Plenty mod where they've just slapped stuff down without much consideration or thought. So let's make it nighttime. Let's encounter this new creepy mob in all its glory. So I'll set myself into survival and we'll just hang around until we get one. Now, of course, I'm just running about with no items. So, okay, we've got one. Now, how you're supposed to deal with these is, of course, you're supposed to hit them, and then it reveals, and then you gotta go dig it up. But you wanna know how you really deal with them? You just do this. You just dig them in a hole. Look at that. Defeated. Who cares if I have to go over there and chop down a tree? It doesn't matter, because what? How is he gonna get me? Oh, boo-hoo. Defeated. No, you can't. Hey, that's not how you're supposed to play the update, i6.
In the game about mining and crafting, I can't mine and craft to my advantage.
You're ruining the update! This is a mob which is invincible, yet he is being defeated by me digging out 4 blocks of dirt. How ridiculous. And in fact, let me set the difficulty to hard. So it is now on hard difficulty. How much damage does this guy do? Come on, hit me. Come on. Oh, 2.5. He only did 2.5 of, a zombie does more. What a useless mob. The zombie is more of a threat. Another thing which was really disappointing to me is they just go away in the daytime. As soon as I set it to noon, boom, he's gone. And I get it, other mobs sort of act like this. I don't blame them for doing this, but how much cooler would it be if they just remained in the daytime, but like completely inactive, like a statue which only activates in the night? Okay, so imagine this, it's the daytime, his eyes shut down, and he just becomes like a statue, motionless. Creepy. He'd still remain invincible, but he would just stand there menacingly until nighttime came, and then his eyes flicker back on and he's after you. But no, it doesn't really happen. They just disappear in the daytime. Ugh. And then what you do for the trunk is you replace it with polished basalt. So look, this looked better in my head. I was trying to go for like a dead tree look, but that just does. Okay, cut that. The lack of biome blending, especially on the leaves, just make this look real bad. I mean, look, that is so harsh. Is the only word I could describe it, and it's not even a word. Now, the new wood they've added is pretty good. Obviously, the oak log is a bit mid-tier, like I can't see much use for that, but the planks, definitely. Especially you can get white picket fences, the signs are probably the most legible one you can read on, and the doors and the trapdoors will certainly get their use, especially the trapdoors. The only white trapdoor we had previously was the iron trapdoor, and that requires power. So for survival builders, this is a godsend.
You know what this needs, Greg?
What?
Bam.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a great improve. Thanks. Yeah.
And no, it actually looks good, though.
Dude, what are you talking? This looks like crap. What are you talking about? Why is the house wearing a prison jumpsuit?
What do you think? Now, that looks good. Well, it's like white. Got like an interesting house shape.
I can tell when you're being sarcastic just to annoy me.
Yeah, whatever. Chud.
Now, obviously, I can't be critical about the wood. I mean, after all, this took a huge amount of effort to create. You know, it took Mojang 3 whole months to take an oak log and desaturate it. Oh, they've also added, like, a dead moss block, which I'm sure will have some sort of use. But apart from that, that's it. That's the update. That is literally everything they've added. You know what this reminds me of, this wall pattern? It kind of reminds me of, like, the padding of, like, an insane asylum cell, you know?
You know why they keep him in his cell?
Gonna make
I gotta clean it. I gotta clean it. It's never clean. I gotta clean this place. It's so dirty.
I know they said they were gonna do smaller updates, but there's small updates, and then there is small updates. You can guess which one I think this is. Oh yes, because they're finally adding bundles after like 15,000 years. Oh boy, I can get my white bundle to put in all my white wood. Thank you, Mojang. I'm gobbling it all up. Okay, Mojang employee, you can make the 1 block jump for the crappy update with 3 blocks, or you can make the 1 block vertical for an actual good update. So yeah, that's all they've added. I have nothing else to say. L plus ratio plus get good plus blah, blah, blah.